Getting a glass shine starts with a solid wash routine. I've already showed you guys every single step that I do in my everything shower routine. The only thing that's different is that I didn't put my leave-in conditioner in yet. My curls have been drying in this towel for about an hour, so it should be damp, not too wet. First, I'm going to split my curls into my sections so that you guys can see exactly how I section my hair off and stay organized while I work on layering the product. The parts really shouldn't be showing by the time that you're done styling your hair. So the parts don't need to be perfect. They could be jagged lines. It's cool. I feel like the more jagged the lines are, the better and more natural it looks if you don't like the parting to show by the time that your hair is dry. I'm going to section off my crown. I'm just using my nails because they're long right now, but you could always use a comb or some type of sectioning brush, whatever it is that you want. Okay, so the first layer we're going to put on is a leave-in conditioner. Favorite one right now. It is this one, the Camille Rose Coconut Water Leave-In Conditioner. Coconut water is amazing for creating deep levels of hydration in the hair without being heavy or greasy like coconut oil. Out of most of the leave-in conditioners I've tried, this one helps my hair to hold on to moisture for the longest period of time. And this layer is basically all about moisturizing and nourishing our hair. For the bottom section, I don't really split this into smaller sections. I just do one big chunk for the whole bottom row. The second layer is going to be an oil, and this is going to help to seal in the moisture from the leave-in conditioner. I usually tell you guys, use whatever oil you want, but in this specific case, I want you guys to use real jojoba oil. And the reason why is because jojoba oil doesn't absorb into the hair. It actually sits on top like a protective layer. And this is exactly what we want when it comes to adding shine to the hair and locking in the hydration. I've infused mine with fenugreek and fresh vanilla because of the anti-inflammatory properties, but plain jojoba oil works just as well. Just make sure that it is actual jojoba oil and not jojoba oil with a bunch of other additives. So far, we've layered leave-in conditioner, oil. Now the last layer we're going to be adding is a styler to hold everything in place. My holy grail usually is flaxseed gel, but lately I've been experimenting with mousse. And the one that I've been enjoying right now is the Air Turbocharged Hair Styling Foam by Giovanni. This one has a medium to firm hold, but it actually holds my hair for a pretty long period of time, which is surprising because I never trusted mousses. This one is my favorite because the ingredients are very simple and very effective at holding curly hair in place. One thing I also really enjoy about mousse is that this does make your hair look a lot bigger than when you wear gel. Of course, over time, even with gel, your hair will start to grow and get a lot fuller, but I like kind of the immediate satisfaction of using a mousse. It kind of just depends on the mood that I'm in. Lately, I've been in the mood to use a mousse, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing for the last layer. I like to use about 3 pumps per section. You don't have to worry about excess mousse or your hair looking white. This dries completely clear and it doesn't leave behind any flaking. I'm keeping it super simple by just raking each layer into my hair, and I'm going to use the same technique for the rest of my curls, but I want you guys to explore different options of what you can do because I've done this with twists, braids, flexi rod sets. I mean, this serves as a really good base for pretty much any style that you want to achieve. Even if you're not doing like a wash and style or a wash and go or whatever it is that you want to call it, you can explore different ways of styling your hair using the same exact technique and the same exact layering and have really long-lasting styles because of the way that we're layering in the product and the way that we're layering in our moisture. Now, when you're doing the back section like I'm showing right now, I used to split it right down the middle and just do it that way, but I find that when I'm styling it, at least trying to style it towards the back, it falls a lot better and you don't have that really weird part right down the middle. It's something that I've been enjoying lately and it helps the back of my hair look a lot fuller. Basically, in the middle row, I'm doing 3 really large sections, layering the exact same products all the way throughout. It's very repetitive, it's very simple. I like to style the crown of my hair a little bit different than I do the rest of my hair because of the way that I like it to fall, which you guys are going to see a little later on, but it's more or less of the same thing. I'm just styling it in a different direction so that it will fall a certain way when it dries. I'm just gonna go ahead and style my edges like usual with plain aloe vera gel. This is like 6 or 5 ingredients, which is great because my whole philosophy with pretty much my hair and my skincare is to keep things simple. And that means keeping things simple with the ingredients because they tend not to irritate my skin when they are simple. Guys, I've had so many reactions to products you would not believe. It's something that I do actually have to be mindful of and think about. For my crown area, I like to split that into 2 very large sections. Then I apply the products, and the way that I like to style it is I like to style it forward because I just really like how that falls. Of course, you could style it whichever way you like to do. Keep in mind that however it falls when it's wet, that's exactly how it's going to dry. So if you want it to fall more to the side and less forward, then you definitely want to style it to the side. I'm also making it a point to lift my hair off of my scalp so that I could get more volume in the crown area and to give my hair a little bit more body without losing any curl definition. To help my hair look a little bit thicker than it actually is, I do like to style it into large clumpy sections. As soon as I'm done putting all the products in, I do like to wiggle and shake my hair around a little bit so that I can bring my curls back after applying all of the products and it could dry nice, fluffy, and full. Now that my curls are finally all styled, I've applied all 3 layers to each and every section. What works best for me is locking that in place immediately after I style it, not air drying. I get the absolute best results when I dry my hair completely. I prefer to use a soft bonnet with my blow dryer versus a diffuser because it's the easiest, most comfortable way for me to dry my hair. I get the most defined curls this way. It also doesn't hurt that it leaves my hands free so that I have the option to do other things while my curls dry. This is kind of a chance to let the bonnet do all the work for you while you get to relax. My personal sweet spot when it comes to dry time is around 90 minutes. It's totally okay if you can't dry your hair for that long. Drying it for even 30 minutes helps to set the curls better than letting them air dry the entire time. And my dryer is on its highest speed and I start the temperature at 140 degrees and then I do a cool shot for the last 10 to 20 minutes. Now that my curls are all dry, all that's left to do is just separate the curls, fluff it out a little bit. On the first day, I do not like to separate it too much because the longer you wait to separate your curls, the longer they're going to last throughout the week. I myself am not a fan of refreshing my curls every single day, although I will be sharing with you guys how I refresh my curls later on. The first day, don't really do too much. I kind of just leave it as flat as it is because it is going to get bigger as time goes on as well. I'm going to use the same exact oil that I use to seal my hair or add a nice glossy shine to it. So I'm going in with this oil right here, and this is the same exact jojoba oil, but we're going to be using it to separate and fluff out the curls just a little bit. All you need to maintain this is a silk or satin scrunchie. This one is a silk scrunchie and a little bit of clips, depending on how long your hair is. If it's not super long, then you probably won't need these. I use these clips to just keep it out of the way. So I just flip my hair up like this and then I put it into a pineapple. Because my hair tends to hang down like this, I usually like to put some clips around to keep it out of my face. After I clip my hair up, what I like to do is cover it with a satin scarf. I get a lot of questions about this one in particular, but guys, I got this at a beauty supply store eons ago and I have no idea where to find this. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I found something kind of similar on Amazon and I have that link down below for you guys if you are interested, but it won't be the exact same one, but it'll be kind of similar. All I do is just cover my hair with this. Done. This is basically how I sleep on it. This keeps my curls in tip-top shape, but if you do have cotton sheets in particular or like a cotton pillow, you definitely want to cover your hair. The cotton is going to dry your hair out, it's going to cause frizz, and it's going to take away that glossy shine that we work so hard to achieve with all the layering of the products. I have a silk pillowcase personally, but you don't have to have a silk pillowcase. A satin pillowcase does work pretty well, but if you don't have any of that, definitely keep your hair covered. This tends to slip around in my sleep, so the silk pillowcase is basically just insurance that it really won't get that messed up if this does slip off. I'm going to check in with you guys on day 2 and day 3, and I'm going to show you guys how I like to refresh my curls overnight, just in case you get a frizzy curl or you feel like your hair just isn't looking as fresh. Good morning guys. So today is day 2 and I have my hair with this headband right now because I did work out this morning and I like to leave this on until the sweat is completely dried. So I'm going to take this off and take it down so you guys can see what my curls are looking like. I feel like my hair is incomplete if I don't have my edges styled, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's the end of the day and I thought I'd show you guys how I refresh my hair. I'm pretty happy with how my hair is right now, but there are times where I feel like my hair is just getting a little bit too frizzy. What I like to do is take small sections and wrap them around a flexi rod. The one I like to use to refresh my curl is this one. It matches my curl pattern pretty well. It's very comfortable to sleep in. I've never tried to sleep in all over my head. I'm never ever gonna do that, and I wouldn't suggest you guys to do that either because it could cause breakage, but I do like to sleep on 1 or 2 depending on how many frizzy curls I have to fix. I wrap my hair around the rod the same exact way I shared in my flexi rod set tutorial. I do the same exact thing with this, except I'm using mousse. I let that dry overnight, and what that does is it helps me to refresh my hair without having to do anything in the morning. Literally all I have to do is just take it down and go. For anybody who doesn't like to refresh in the morning, this is a really good option for you. The key to this working, don't add anything else other than the mousse. I don't like to add extra leave-in conditioner because that slows down the drying process. I'm going to take 1 pump of this. Take your flexi rod and place it at the root, and I'm going to wrap it around. And it should look something like this. You could think of it like a candy cane. So I'm gonna roll it. I don't like it tight at the root, so I'm leaving that pretty loose at the end, bending it. I put my hair in this pineapple again, and I clip this up. That way it'll stay just fine, and I don't have to worry about it flopping around. So then what I do is grab one of these clips and then wrap my hair gently around using the same exact bonnet I did before. I just put this on top. And then I go to sleep, wake up the next morning, take it off, and it is completely dry and I'm ready to go. I hope this video helped you guys discover new ways to take care of your curls. Remember to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.